Welcome to SGL Spiritual Guide and Light. I'm trying something different. I'm using my mic and I don't know how it sounds. So let me see something. I don't know if we. I don't know. Okay, so it sounds good. Um, the fan is soothing for me and it is cooling me down as well. So um, let's go ahead and get started. This is your Tarotscope general. All right. So let's see what messages come out. We have strength. All right. That's in reverse here. In your pre-spread, before I started, there was a sense of being overwhelmed, and turning that overwhelmedness into joy. So I really want to see what messages surrounding this strength. Maybe I will put in the description box additional general readings from the podcast that were released. All right, I'll do that after this live. With this strength in reverse, it's kind of like I can't say the word right. Like copingism with having to be strong, not having the choice to get help. It's more so of adapting to having to be strong because you had to, of not wanting to deal with hell's pits. That's the only way that I could describe it. But yet there still was turmoil, our storms, our complications, dualities. Why am I channeling duality? Let me see. Duality. The quality or condition of being dual. Polarity. I'm getting that this overwhelming feeling came with because someone is not judgmental. They treat everyone the same. We have healing, grief. Grace has been coming out for quite some time. You may come off as cold, or you don't show your feelings. People can't read your face. It's very known that you are a spiritual being, or you have a spiritual presence. Viewer. All right. Let's see. We have divine light. Yeah. You're not supposed to see whatever this overwhelming feeling is. You may be able to identify where it's coming from, but to have this, there is something within the high priestess that it's like preparing you for what messages out of this strength. I'm using Earth Wisdom here by Barbara Moore. I'm going to see what messages come out, and then I want to dissect your reading. You're balanced. Your shadow and your light self, your yin and your yin and your yang is balanced. Your masculine and feminine energy is balanced as well. You're very in tune when it comes to all that is. And there's a sense of holding on to certain traditional belief systems from your upbringing. This Strength card in reverse is like it says heal thyself in reverse. There is a sense of not wanting to accept those who have took advantage of you. Healing that grief. But you're balanced. You know thyself. But it says heal thyself. It's like you don't want to be responsible for divine protection, of showing up for people who didn't show up for you. There is this thing about your spiritual path. I told you joy. This overwhelming feeling, that joy. You learn how to turn this heaviness or overwhelming feeling with joy. There's that divine protection, mind, body, and soul. Because I was saying here with the Strength in reverse, with the 3, speaks of Trinity as well. 24 with the heal thyself, comes out to the 6. And that's getting rid of all negative energy. It's like you don't want to be taken back into what you've matured from. Yeah. Because we have freedom in reverse. It's like you freed yourself from the situation. But people don't look at it that way. Or people don't want to accept it. There is a sense of your own path. And shadow is protecting you. Big picture. It's confirming, I said, there was a sense of the polarity within this dual energy, that there's a balance of shadow and light. And there is a sense of this experience with past energy, with having to be strong, of overcoming shadow energy within other people, and you no longer have anything else to give. Like, you've done your part. What are the messages with healing, grief, and joy? We have shadow treasures. Yeah. This is beautiful. Let's pull the Goddess Oracle. This is favor. Yeah. We're going to see an experience as well as seeing. You'll see before experiencing. Of having you'll see the big picture before experiencing the action of this polarity of shadow and light merging together. It's this balance that turns overwhelmingness or heaviness into joy. All right, golden opportunity. It's Important doors are opening for you right now. Walk through them. And it shows here the divine light with golden opportunity. Okay. I want to face the cards towards you, but I want to be able to read them accurately. I really do. Let's look at this shadow energy. Alright, let's look at shadow energy. It's 1:21 and it is freaking hot. Like literally. We have the Page of Wands. And someone wants to have control. It's like they want to have control over this golden opportunity, or someone wants to manage you. Clarify this Page of Wands, the Ace of Chalices. The only way this shadow energy will become toxic if business is mixed with pleasure. Look at the big picture here. There is a need to look at the big picture here. There is a need to be able to learn how to turn heaviness or being overwhelmed into joy. There is a sense of not having strength and not feeling free, as well as this sense of, why am I here? How did I get here? What am I doing? What is my purpose? Shadow energy, we have the Justice in reverse. You can see we have the Moon in this freedom here. And this Moon is bringing light into this Heal Thyself in the reverse. That's why this treasure here. It may be a water sign. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces assisting you or coming in to assist you. There is a masculine energy that you are battling if you should trust the situation or opportunity here. There is a sense of operating in earth energy as well. I'm also getting that the reason why this strength is in reverse is because there is no battle when it comes into stepping into the light and accepting that you're divinely protected and looking at the big picture. This is just simply a yes or a no. It's like this golden opportunity presents itself and it's a yes or no. With the bright future following it, it's like the unknown. And there's no need for you to operate in shadow self in the sense of judging a situation that you've never experienced before. You can be a musician. It says, unleash your adventure side, take risks, and be daring. That's what this Ace of Chalices is in shadow energy. But being mindful of not being submissive to an entrapment. something about conformities, being conformed and with an unfamiliar um, group. But there is this need to be bold and be the light. Yeah, there's two decisions. Your spiritual, the yes and the no. I mean, it's up to you. But it's like both leads in the same direction, but one will lead into this sense of feeling entrapped. Someone could um, be mindful of your drinks, your food, where you get your food from. It's like once you're awakened, there's this sense of not forgetting. And that's what you're trying to erase, the shadow energy of not being put in a position of having to be strong when there's a lot of people around to assist. This is like someone watching someone go through something and they're the reason why you're going through something. But because you're independent by choice, it's like someone causes situations so that you can go to them so that they can save the day. And then it happens again. And that's what that Page of Wands feels like, this entrapment. And it's like you've learned your lesson with that. With the Ace of Chalices within shadow energy, you have been bold. It's like you've created your own sacred place when you're in a dark space. And what's being protected with this shadow or treasure is that it could be an illusion, because freedom with this moon in reverse, it's an illusion that when you isolate yourself, people may be thinking that you're depressed or have anxiety, and it's not that. You're enjoying your alone space with this joy. That's why I was channeling. There is a sense of heaviness or being overwhelmed, and learning how to transform that heaviness or burdensome, something in that nature, into joy. All right, let's go ahead and pull an affirmation. I want to shed light on your reading as well, on your Tarotscope. And this is a general Tarotscope. I can't even say it correctly. Affirmation for the viewer. We have clean slate. This is a yes as well. Once again, viewer, being the responsible one, you know, and hoping that this cycle ends without having to be enlightened about something new that causes you to feel this Page of Wands of it's just seems so like petty, like that the things that people want to get attached to you in a way. But what's beautiful about this is that this golden opportunity with bright future and being bold, I'm getting that whatever that you learned in your shadow energy in the past, that's what highlights your boldness and being, I don't know why I'm hearing sovereign to divine protection. Let me look up, is it sovereignty? Sovereignty. Let me see. Sovereignty, supreme power and authority. That's why shadow energy. This is shadow energy that's protecting a treasure. You're the treasure. So it's safe for you to be bold to whatever this is. But there is a sense of not mixing business with pleasure, getting lost in business and pleasure, and then entrapping your own self in your musicianship, losing your way with power. I'm channeling that as well. And there's a clean slate here. Mentally, you're balanced. And there could be this sense of being stuck, holding on to something that you need to let go with the shadowy treasure, or it has a hold on you with the Page of Wands here. And when you release it, you'll be able to have that joy, healing thyself, and realizing that I don't know, I just feel like nurturing a situation is not a good idea right now, especially if it's low vibrational. Let me see what other messages come out. If it's clean slate, and then we'll shed light on your reading. I feel like something came out. Blessed sight. There's treasures. I don't know. Are you going to be open to being a team player? Are you going to be open to collaborate? You're being seen as a blessing. Whatever this golden opportunity, it creates a clean slate, confirming this bright future. But there's a need to be bold, knowing that you're divinely protected and not question it. Of thinking low vibrational, that you are bound to something, that Page of Wands. It's like it's suggesting for you to not create the illusion that you can't get through this. It's giving me 9 of Wands energy. Let's see what comes out. Now, as you can see, we have golden opportunity, bright future. I think I'm just going to put shadow energy over here. With bright future and being bold, actually it goes this way, side by side. Alright. And then we'll put the shadow energy over here. The Page of Wands. With the Ace of Chalices, it's a shadow energy. And with Justice in reverse. Alright. This is yes. This is also meaning a clean slate. Okay. Being able to create in your musicianship here. With your wand, fire energy, we have the Queen of Wands. I'm getting that you were loyal to, it's like you stood your ground. And that's why you may come off as cold. You have learned to master your emotions. And that could be what it is that you want to be able to, um, there's this joy that you want to tap into. And that's why overwhelming or overbearing, there is a sense of learning how to overcome and learn your gifts and knowing when to use them. Not being so quick to strike. It's giving me it's time to utilize what you have in the sense of being honest of your choices. Are they going to be fulfilling? Is there a benefit? And with this Three of Swords here, that's giving me that shadow energy. And I want to get out of the visual of a third party. There's a sense of mind, body, and soul here of being able. That's why you don't have the strength to pull these swords out of your heart. There is a need to, and there is no illusion. You see the big picture. It's like if you do the work, this is the benefit. This is what you become, bold, with a bright future, an opportunity. I believe that opportunity may be you put in the work himself. And by you doing that, of being thyself, you then are able to see more. What other messages from the Three of Swords? I really hope you guys can hear me clearly. We have the Nine of Swords. When the Nine of Swords comes out with the Three of Swords, it all comes down to 12, which makes 3 mind, body, and soul. Someone does not want you to change, or someone knows that if you change, they can't come with you. They can't attach themselves to you. They can't manipulate you. The verbal abuse doesn't work anymore. The gossip doesn't work anymore. The center of attention doesn't work anymore. Look at that, the Nine of Swords. Reverse psychology. It's giving me that if I'm not having a good day, you don't have a good day. This is like someone, it doesn't matter if it's like a celebration, a birthday, or whatever, a graduation. This person causes havoc because it's not about them. And they can attach themselves to this golden opportunity. This feels like a collective, but it's a general reading. If you notice the patterns of different types of gems and treasures, it's like whatever obstacle or challenge comes your way, you're able to unmask the Seven of Cups. Being loyal to your spiritual path, being loyal to all that is. It's like, I don't know why I'm getting selfish, but there's definitely someone who may be saying that you're selfish and self-centered. And it's not that you're a bold person who is not afraid to say yes, not afraid to create. This is my yes, this is my clean slate, this is a canvas. All right. Let's go ahead and shed some light on your reading. Let's shed this light. Once we shed light, then I'm going to dig into these. It says, Star Mother, how can you mother yourself? And I said something about nurturing. It's like, you're like, no. You're saying, no, I don't want to nurture anyone who has wronged me. But it's in your genetics. That's what's so amazing about this. It's not that you don't know how to say no to situations. It's your duty. It's like, I don't know, are you a missionary or something? A humanitarian? Like you care about plants, animals. You could be sensitive to all kingdoms. Like, I got chills when I said that. Something about gifts. Let's go ahead and read the big picture. 23. It says, when situations feel chaotic, confused, or unresolved, it is easy to feel frustrated and thrown in the towel. What is missing here is the key to understanding it all. There is more going on than meets the physical eye. Clear and open your chakras and allow your consciousness to expand. See the big picture and the key will be revealed. Okay, let's go ahead and read the healing grief. And I believe that's 19. If you're new to Spiritual Guide and Light, welcome. This is a new channel. Make sure that you subscribe so that you can be a part of the growth of this new channel. When I'm done with this live, I'm going to go to the podcast and copy the links of additional Tarotscopes that were released on the podcast, and I'll add those links to this live. Okay, so we have healing grief. It says, dealing with grief is a delicate matter. On one hand, the emotions must be felt, acknowledged, and honored. You must be fully present with your feelings. On the other hand, you must have faith that there is light beyond the darkness. Processing grief requires delicate touch combined with strength that confirms the shadow treasures. And then let's read Blessed Sight. Blessed Sight. I just be adding words. It says difficult situations are part of your life. While they are not pleasant at this time, they play important roles in our lives. Or they can, if you have the right mindset. The divine and your inner divine self can see the big picture, allowing you to glean important lessons about life and about yourself. Engaging your divine sight allows the blessing of calm, understanding, which help brings things back into balance. And that was the overall message, was there is a sense of being overwhelmed, overworked, or this heaviness, burdensome. It's under that umbrella. And I can't identify the type of umbrella, but it does, looking at the big picture of this umbrella with all those things under it, it's kind of like you say, no, I don't no longer want this shadowy dark cloud. And I feel like this shadowy dark cloud is in sunlight, right? It's not at night. I don't know what reading if that was Aquarius's Tarotscope or not, but there is this sense of shadow energy where you're able to see the big picture in polarity, black and white, yin and yang, to where you're able to, it's not fake it till you make it. You truly master turning being overwhelmed into joy. And that's why it's saying, how can you mother yourself? And there's this illusion because freedom is in reverse with this full moon. You have the free will to be able to see the big picture, or you have the free will to be able to accept the illusion that you are not in a rock and a hard place, but bound to a commitment that is not your responsibility. You are your responsibility, and you have a clean slate to do so. With the golden opportunity, equaling a bright future, but being bold in what it is that you offer the world. Offer your space, people, but be mindful and pertaining to a golden opportunity of being entrapped in this form of addiction. Once being enlightened, it's kind of like being conformed to something with and just saying yes to something that you know nothing about. So it's being suggested that you experience without, like, only way that I can give you this is like someone going to a church, right? It's their first time there, and they, and then the person just commits and signs up to this church, and they know nothing about the congregation, the people, or anything. And then they get themselves associated, and now they've conformed, and now they feel like they don't have a way out. But overall, it's like everything happens for a reason, and you realize that you are the treasure within that commitment. Something like that. I don't want to overstep my boundary when it comes to this Tarotscope. There's a threshold, but I will tell you what it is that you need to acknowledge and speak up about. All right. I have to remind myself to make sure I add those links. Yeah, you're turning burdens into joy. Yeah, time to let go. It's like, it does feel like a lottery ticket. It really does. It feels like a lottery ticket of, if I put in the work, the opportunities are going to show up, and I am going to have a bright future, but I have to be bold in this. Not fake it till you make it, but let go as you make it with this clean slate. All right, don't forget, love is kind, love is gentle, and that is you and I.